Wait, let me give it a moment. Hello, people, beautiful people, man. I think we are live. Welcome to the stream. Under too much pressure. Yeah, I think a lot of us are. But hey, we're gonna talk about it, man. Yeah, just let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. You know what I mean? Usual checks and welcome, man. Welcome. We got some early people in the chat as well, man. So that's good. That is good to know. Um, yeah, Will D, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, you can. Okay. Oh, we're all good. Well, that's a quick one. Usually takes a bit longer, man. Lady of the Manor. Can't wait to leave the UK. We are such a depressing country now with zero respect for anyone. Yeah. Gosh, I can tell you some anecdotes of things that happened this week. Which I will do. Chi, what's going on, man? How was the date? I was thinking about your date. Like, how did it go? Let us know, man. Let us know in the chat. If it didn't go too well, then just don't say nothing in it. But hopefully it went well, man. I'm praying it did. Um, Clayton, yeah, great topic. Yeah, I think it is, man. I felt it myself, and I'm just noticing it. Just reading the room or just like talking to everyone that I know or people around me. It's peak, man, and we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into it. Ah, Zim, Konnichiwa from Japan. Oh yeah, oh wicked, man. I always love to see people or hear from people in other countries. So that's really good, man. Well, Konnichiwa right back at you, man. That's a place I'd love to go. I'm into anime and stuff like this, man. So, and the culture. We go to Hyper Japan, me and my sisters. I think there's one coming up soon. So, yeah, man, Japan's something I've always sort of been interested in. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for confirming the stream is good. Yeah, man, it's all good, man. Uh, Will D looking fresh, enjoying the weather. Thank you. I took my little daughter to the park today, man, and me and the missus were sort of fighting over should she wear a fit coat, shouldn't she? And I've been out, like my missus, she works indoors. I've been out going to work, and the weather's kind of been off. So I was like, not a fit coat, but just take something. And she was like, no, just a jean jacket. Well, she was right, obviously. Went out. I was sweating my nuts off. I had a hoodie. I was playing, like, putting on the swing and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, man, I was sweating. I think people thought I don't know, something was wrong with me, man. But it was cool. I was mixing it with the parents and the kids. My daughter, I need to teach her how to play with everyone fairly. And there was a little dog there, man. Everyone was playing a little dog, and then she went to the little dog, started stroking it. It was so cute. Then there was a ball there. She just took it. She threw it at the dog, man. And she don't understand, innit? I was like, yeah, that's it. We're going. We're going. I hope the owner didn't see that. It was mad, but yeah, man, it was hot anyway. Um, yeah, man. Let me see. I'm depressed. He blew me. Oh man. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. Listen, it happens. You know how much times I was rejected, blown off, ghosted. It happens, man. It weren't the right one. I know that doesn't probably feel good to hear. Like it's just like yeah, whatever. But the right one will appear, man. I truly believe we have our own meant to be's are meant to be. If you know what I mean. Like I think our right partners come into our life. Well, I try to believe that anyway. So that weren't the right one, man. It's lost. Um, yes, man. Yes, Alice Whitfield. Alice has actually got a wicked Instagram channel, man. It was good. I caught one of your clips from it. It's really good. So yeah, man. Well done to you, Alice. Um, getting used to the getting used to the shave look. Yeah, man. I know it's mad. You'll get used to it. Every time I look into the mirror, I'm like, ooh, like that. I have a little startle, a little jump. And I keep shaving. About times I shave my head and there's like blood. Like, I don't want to get gruesome, but I keep nipping my head, man. I need to learn how to shave my head properly. I think I'm rushing. Cut there, 3 cuts behind my head because I shaved my head today because we're out to the park and obviously live stream want to look nice and blimmin' man, the amount of times I'm just nipping my head, nipping my skull. It's crazy. On the Tetleys today again. So that's good. But yeah, man. Yeah. But I want to get into this. Let's see. She's saying I'm still in contact with him, but he's on the verge of being dumped by me. Well, yeah, man. Listen, if I always say if someone does that, ghosts you or rearranges, and it's something that sounds a bit iffy, like they're lying, and then they keep sort of rearranging, keep flopping, all that kind of stuff, then their interest level isn't high. So there's no point wasting your time with them. That's what I always say. We will start the topic soon, guys. I always like to give it a few minutes for everyone to sort of jump in before we begin. Um, thank you. Love the shade. Thank you very much. I appreciate that sincerely. Bim Jin says, I've recently quit drinking after my attempts. 33. Any advice going forwards? Well, I mean, maybe the chat can give you advice because I went back to drinking. Yeah, there's no advice. I wanted to quit and then went back to a drink and then wanted to quit and then went back to a drink. And so I can't really give you any advice, man. You've done the 33 days. You give me advice. How did you get to 33 days? Like, I've done the month off, I've done all that, but it tends to be hard when you're the culture that you're in regards to work and stuff. You know what I mean? It's hard to quit drinking, I find anyway. Prediction on the Champions League final. I think PSG will do it. Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm hoping Milan. I'm hoping Milan do it. For any football fans, there we've got the Champions League final. I'm hoping Milan do it after they knocked out Barcelona. Just something about the passion. Do you know what I'm saying? So I hope Milan does it. You know, I really do. Always had a soft spot for Italy anyway. Um, Jefferson said, did you know the British have a dish called? I'm not going to say that because I could be like, I don't know, demonetized or whatever. But I didn't know that. But yeah, no, I did not know that they had that. Um, I'm teetotal, so no advice for me. Yeah. I think you might be in the wrong chat for this one. Listen, man. Even the other day, and this is like actually, let's start the topic off because it kind of leads the whole drinking thing. Kind of leads into the whole topic because today's we're talking about under too much pressure. So, as some of you may know, I've started a new job, right? And they do this thing where it's socials on a Thursday because you come in on the Tuesday and a Thursday. That's when you come into the office. So they have the socials there. So everyone's like, "Yeah, you come to the drinks. Come to the drinks." Now, this is advice for people, right? And don't listen to what people say. I'm going to tell you the truth about this, right? There's going to be people saying, "Oh, you shouldn't go to these socials and stuff like that. Just be your own person." I understand that, yeah. But if you kind of want, let's say, an easier life at work, or you don't want to be outcasted, going to socials is probably the right, like, it's probably a good thing to do. I've noticed that. This is life lessons I'm giving you. This is what I've learned. Look, I didn't study this. I've just experienced it because I've gone to places and isolated myself. But I noticed that when you kind of go out to do these socials and stuff like this, you form connections, they kind of trust you, it makes your work life easier. So I know there's people out there that's going to be like, oh, you don't need to do things like this, like be your own person. Yeah, that's all good, well and good. Yeah, let me tell you, it's just like the whole thing when they say, oh, be yourself. Like, oh, you're going on a date, be yourself. Yeah, well, I'm a jackass, so I just be that jackass. Like, be yourself is like a cop out in my terms because I think being yourself is not allowing you to work on yourself. Be yourself in an interview. Oh, why do you want a job? Ah, because it's nearer to me and you pay good. Do you know that's being myself? Will I get the job? No. So anyway, but go back to this work drink. So I went for the work drinks, stayed forever. Like it felt like forever because I don't really I just want to go home. Do you know what I mean? But they're having a drink and another drink. And to be honest, they're cool people. It's probably just me. I don't know. I'm more of a I'm not I'm more introverted. You know what I'm saying? But I can act extroverted. Is that the right word? Anyway, there's a group of us, right? There's four of us. We're talking. It's all nice, right? Do you ever get them ones where the people leave and it's just that one person that you haven't really bonded with? So now you've got to do the small talk and you haven't been vibing with that person. So we're like, yeah, I'm going to go to the toilet. Oh, I'm going to get a drink. And like, yeah, are you with this person? And you got to do all the small talk. And you got to, you really feel the time, like, that person's looking on their phone because they know it's a bit awkward. You're thinking when they're coming back from the toilet. You know what I mean? And it all comes under this pretending and small talk. Like, do you find that we always have to pretend to be happy, pretend, like, how's your day? Oh yeah, my day was great. You go in the office, you might be going through a divorce. You might be going for some really hard stuff. But you got to put this illusion. Let me give you full transparency because you know what I'm about, yeah. So in my old job, it was a difficult time. I had a real difficult time. I was my partner. We had before during the pregnancy, we had a scan, and it looked like our kid could be Down syndrome possibly. So we were distraught about that. My mum was diagnosed with cancer at the time as well, right? And it's serious, and she's going to have an operation at this time. She's going to go under. They're going to put her under. It's a serious operation. So I remember, right, coming into work and no, no, no. So, all right. So the whole thing with the baby that happened later. Had a lot of things with the baby. So before, like my missus, she had a bit of like she thought we may have a miscarriage. That's what we're thinking. I remember yeah, it was crazy. That night was awful. Went to a walk in a park, and it was a great day. And then later on, she was crying. I ran upstairs. A bit of blood. She thought she was gonna have a miscarriage. I remember that day. Like I'll never forget. Right, and we had to go to the hospital. And when they're like, right, we're going to do the test, we don't know. But it said something that I really wish he didn't say. I don't know. They have to. It's like, you know, there could be a case of miscarriage, but we need to prioritize the mother first. All this kind of stuff. So that really, we wanted more reassurance. We didn't get that right. So all this was happening. And I'm devastated. I'm just like, and I got a whole thing, my mom and all this stuff, right? My world is kind of shattering because I'm trying to act the man and trying to keep everything together, right? You have this thing, oh yeah, it'll be all right, it'll be all right. I don't bloody know. I'm scared. I've never gone through this before, right? And then you go into work and they're like the whole, hey, how's it going? You're right. And you've got to do this. Hey, I'm good. How are you? Oh yeah, fine. How was your week? Yeah, good. Yours? Like, I'm being destroyed inside. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but yeah, you can't show these things because no one wants to know the real what's really going on. I made that mistake before. Someone asked me how you doing, and I told them I wasn't doing too good. There was other issues with my mom. My own life was a bit depressing. I remember at work, this guy he asked me how are you, and I told him all this, and he looked at me like I'm weird, and I realized he didn't want that answer. He wanted the default answer. He wanted the answer saying, "Yeah, I'm fine, you." But I didn't know that. I forgot about it. You have to pretend and lie and be a different character. You can't be your real self at this point. So I never did that again because he didn't ask me. He didn't want to chat to me really after that. So I think he just felt awkward. Um, you know what I mean? So anyway, all this was going on, and it's these things just remind me of just this pretending to be fine when life is hard. And I see that a lot in this world, man. I see a lot of people struggling. There's I have family members and friends. I speak to people, and there's people I know people now that have lost uncles. I know people that have lost jobs. There's a person at my work who lost his job, and he was made redundant for the same job that I left, and he was destroyed inside. And he lost all his confidence, and he didn't have any sort of. He didn't think he was good enough. Do you know what I mean? But and at the same time, you've got to keep the whole family going. He's got obligations. He's got to pay bills. He's got to look for jobs, and it's this whole thing. And it's just like, why is life like that at times? Why does it seem so hard? Why there's so much pressure to to pretend to deal with all these things, and we're not allowed to really let people know how we're really feeling? Like, why is that a thing? I don't know. And the pretending thing sometimes kills me. The small talk, You know, when you have to do that small talk, you're in a lift or something. I always feel I need to um, do a little bit of a small talk when I'm in the lift, or I'm always that person that if there's a silence, I feel I need to say something. I don't know why. And then sometimes, a lot of the time, I say something stupid and then I regret the thing that I said anyway. You know what I mean? It's all these pressures of trying to look like a sociable person, look like you're with it, look like everything's good, look like you're normal. But things ain't normal going on back at home. People are really struggling. How many videos you see on YouTube where it's people talking about how why were they born into this world where their cards have been dealt and it's been badly dealt, where they haven't had certain opportunities, where they haven't had certain certain achievements, and they feel like they're late in life. And I'm seeing a lot of that, and I'm seeing people that are sort of priced out. They can't afford certain things. They can't afford certain groceries. I remember I was tattooing this guy because I used to be a tattoo artist. I remember tattooing this kid, man. Obviously, he wasn't a kid, but he was young. And I remember, right, he was a teenager. He was about, let's say 22. Let's just say that. And he was talking, and he was saying, we're just talking, chatting the breeze, whatever. And he was telling me like casually, like, yeah, he's gonna go to the food bank tomorrow because if they get there early, they can get some good stuff. And I'm like, food bank? He's like, yeah. We go to the food bank. That's what we can afford at this time. Bearing in mind he was getting a tattoo, which is that was another issue. Anyway, um, but I mean, my prices were kind of cheap for what he wanted anyway. But so anyway, nonetheless, I'm like, I didn't know food banks, like all these kind of things when I was your age. Them things weren't really things. We were tight, but we weren't like at them ages. It weren't like that. Do you know what I'm saying? And these are just people that can't afford certain things, can't afford to have to drive a car, or can't afford to live in their own. They have to do room shares because that's all they can achieve. That's all they can afford with the money they get. But then they're working their ass off, working for a job they don't like, and then you're coming home. You can't even do your hobbies or do your stuff because you're so knackered. You're coming home, you're literally brain dead. So you put something on. Our missus always talks about how like she just watches anything just to like numb her mind because of the hectic world of work. You know, you know, it's crazy. My she was up for promotion actually. She's trying really hard. Like literally both of us. This is how our life is, right? So we do the work thing. We've got our baby and all that kind of stuff, right? Sometimes my mom looks after her. Sometimes her friend looks after her. Sometimes we both take turns to look after her while we're working, right? Then we put her to bed. We spend some time after work. We put her to bed. Then we're working again. We're working. She's trying to work to achieve a lot to get a promotion so she can get more money and so we can do a bit more. I'm working on my other side business and we don't finish sometimes till 1 o'clock. She's been doing this like for weeks, yeah. She does this. Then you find out, oh yeah, there's no promotion. All that work you've done, that's gone down the pansy. They're cutting jobs. Then plus they want people to come back into work. She's been working from home. And it's like all the pressures that you do, and it's just like, well, when's the wins? Where's the hard work, hard graft that you put in? When's the victories? Do you know what I'm saying? Where is that? Let me go into the comments because I think I'm ranting here, but let me go to the comments, man. Let me see what you guys are saying. And we'll go back into it. Will D saying I'm picking up more tasks at work with tight deadlines. Jeez, do I know that one, mate? After this, after my kid goes to sleep, I've got to do work. You know what I mean? Anyway, sorry. I'm picking up more tasks at work with tight deadlines, and the person giving me the handover, I feel, is trying to set me up for failure and not giving me all the details, infos, files, etc. In my experience, they're not setting you up; they just don't give a damn. They're not setting you up. Well, in my opinion, I don't know what your situation is, but I've seen things like this before. I've been in that situation where I had to give handover. You just done. You've quiet quit. You're done. You're finito. You just don't give a damn anymore. So I don't know if they're trying to set you up. I don't. It's probably not that. They probably just don't care, you know. And that is what it is. Alert Stillness says, with the cost of living, what's a good salary to relieve the pressure? I mean, like it's literally, it's like it depends where you live. In London, 40k is like probably the equivalent of like, it feels like 30 to 20k, like 20 to 30 back in the day. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't, was that the right thing I'm trying to say? It just doesn't feel like a lot. So I don't know. It depends where you live. In London, 40k isn't enough. If you're living in like High Wycombe or Greater London, maybe it's a bit better. Central London, forget it. You're struggling, or you're making cuts. Um, does getting paid more reduce the stress pressure? No, 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 no. Good question, and no. Getting paid more, from my experience, getting paid more is like, was it more money, more problems? That's what Biggie said, right? With more money they pay you, they expect way more. It's a lot more pressure. That's why don't you see them in the city, them lawyers are always taking some drugs or something like. When you get a lot of money, a lot of the times you're under that pressure to deliver. It's like, we're paying you, brother. Where's the results? We're paying you X, 2x, 3x, what you used to get, whatever. We want to see results. It adds more pressure, actually. It does. Um, okay. Let's see. It's thought nightclub warriors. It's thought that nice name. It's thought that about 5% of people use food banks in UK. I don't know. I don't know the numbers. I was just shocked because when I was that age, I didn't know that. I didn't like when I was in my 20s. Food banks weren't really a thing. To be honest, though, I was doing other stuff that probably counteracted that, but not legal stuff, let's just say. But I don't know. It just seems weird. Like we're talking about that so casually, so nonchalant. You know. Alice Whitfield says, window shopping, not for clothes, for food these days. Yeah. I did that today, man. Past a nice sushi place, innit? Like, just seeing the deals they had, and that's all right. Kept walking past. Yeah. This is it, man. It's peak. It's peak now, financially, Um, This is true. I agree with this. Money solves a lot, but prioritizing money use is a key, and it's tricky. Yeah. It's prioritize where to shift the money, how much. Like, if you're good, like in schools, they really should teach more money management. Do you know what I mean? Forget all this kind of. But they teach you RE and bloody maths with the bloody angles and stuff and fractions and all those. We don't use that. Well, maybe fractions, but I don't know about latitude and long. I don't use all them things. That's not really interacted or been needed for what I do, really. Let's have like a management course, life skills. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, know how, because a lot of us, I'm financially illiterate. I am. I'm trying to get better, but I find it hard to know when to send certain monies and how to spend it. Do you know what I mean? I think with more skills in that, especially nowadays, it probably help us a lot. Um, when I was younger, I was always thinking of earning as much as possible. But as soon as I realized it comes with added responsibilities and pressure, stress, all about finding a balance, I think. Yeah, it is. It is. Here's another nugget I can give you. If you're looking for an application, you're searching for work, and they come out with this statement. What is it? If you enjoy the fast-paced lifestyle, run. If they have we want someone that enjoys a fast-paced lifestyle or something along that effect, that means they're gonna work your ass off. Or like we want someone that gives 110%. Expect to be staying behind after your hours and not getting overtime for that. They'd expect that off you. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, these little things I've realized just being through it. Um, okay, let's see. Let's say Liam Bream. I can't even get a job in what I do at the moment, but my friend does what I do, and he is quitting his. It's too much, and with a Saturday we clear 60k a year. Okay, country's gone. Yeah. This is it. The country has gone. The country has gone. Um, it's it's hard, man. It's hard. Like that's the worst thing. Imagine like you do all your studies, you have your job that you want to do, and you get into it. You start as a junior, and then you do it, and you're like, I've studied for this. I've given all my life to this, and I hate it. I hate everything about it. Imagine that. You spent all your years studying for it, you're in it, and it's like, especially when you get to my age and older, then it's harder. You can still do it, but it's harder to change paths, change direction, change career. It's a lot harder. Um, you know. I mean 60K, what so what is that so you're saying okay, so with the 60K, you're just saying you and your friend, you're not you and your partner. Like, because 60K is that's a decent amount for that for one household. I think. Actually, maybe not. Maybe it isn't good. Actually, no, I don't think 60K is enough either. Not if you're in London, anyway. If you're in the outskirts, yeah. But 60K for one person, I reckon, yeah, in London, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. It depends really. Darren, what's going on, Darren, man? What was your long term goal financially, realistic goal, based on your work and your missus working hard, side hustling, and working after the workday is done? My goal is to not work for anyone, to manage myself. So I mean, YouTube was just a passing thing, but now I'm trying to like take it a bit more seriously because I would love to. Like, my goal with the YouTube is to do this full time and to create a community and to actually have like places where we can get together. Because I've seen people do that. I think in America where they have the community and they organize sort of events and stuff and things like this, or virtual events, or like or like have like a chat where people can come in and speak and stuff like this. I'd love to do that. But I'd love to do this YouTube thing full time. I just enjoy it. I just feel like I'm more honest here. In fact, my mum said an interesting thing. She finds out about me more through my YouTube videos than me telling her. Because I'm kind of closed off. I don't know what it is. I'm not doing it intentionally, but someone asks me certain stuff. I don't go into it. But here, because I'm just talking, it just flows. It just comes all out. So I think people find out more about who I am as a human being through this. Also, but my main thing, I'm trying to get a business started in the neurodiverse community, working in autism and ADHD. I've got an event at the end of this month, actually, a speed dating event that I'm managing for the neurodiverse community. So really, and I've got a games event coming up. I'm going to talk about that in one of the lives, maybe the next one. I'm not sure. Um, because we're having issues, man. We're not getting enough women. Like the guy, I had to stop for the speed dating, I had to stop the men's tickets because more men want to apply, but the women, the last event, that the speed dating event, we had a decent amount of girls, but this one, yeah, we haven't had none. So I need to really sort of look into marketing for women to come to this event. But I want to do something like that. I feel more comfortable around people that are autistic and have ADHD. It just feels like home. Um, you know, I just, when I'm with like, other people, I just feel like I've got to put up a barrier. Whereas when I'm with someone that is autistic or has ADHD or whatever, or neurodiverse, I just feel like I can relax. That barrier can go down because I have my imperfections, but they have their imperfections as well. So we're imperfect in an imperfect world. Do you know what I'm saying? But when you're with these people, who, it's just I don't know. I just feel at home here, and I just want to work with the community. So yeah, sorry, I went into one, Darren, but that's what I want. That's my long term goal, not design. I'm that person that I've done this design thing for all my life. I've done like this is the craziest thing, right? So for my work, we're going to be working on something that's going to be shown in Times Square, New York Times Square, and the UK, which is really cool. I'm going to be producing that. And my missus, I told that to my missus, it just came up. And she's like, "How do you feel?" And I was like, "It's all right." And she's like, "Aren't you excited?" She was excited. I was like, "Yeah, it's all right." Like, I don't know. It just feels like part of me has died, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I don't know if that will come back. I don't know if it's just what's happened to me in the past, design wise. But I just feel that part of me, that enthusiasm is just. I honestly, when I do have interviews, I'd say the same thing. One of the things I say is, I just want to work with people that I get along with. It doesn't even matter what I do at this point, as long as I'm enjoying the people, as long as I'm comfortable with them. I've realized it's not even what I do. I can design for TVs, which I have done, or I can design in the health sector, which I have done. I'd do any, but as long as the people are okay, because you see these people more in your own family at times. But yeah, anyway. Um, so let me Lisa J. Spending and ADHD aren't a very good mix either. Nope, I don't think they are. I don't think they are. Uh, yeah. Let's see. Oh well, we've got a lot here. Um, yeah, the group meet will come. I'm just there's so much to do. It's hard. It's this is another pressure. Being a parent and trying to do all these things, giving your time to your kid, giving your time to your family, doing your business, doing all this, doing your hobbies, doing the stuff you love. It's a lot. Um, it ain't easy, man. And then you go online and you see all these people that are successful and stuff. Like I've spoken in one of my videos about the guy that owns a company. You know, he's a black guy, and I just find him so inspirational. Like, as just seeing a fellow black man just coming so far, it's just great to see. But then there is a thing of like, oh, like, when am I going to be like that? When am I going to be? Because he was talking, I heard one of his video calls. He was talking about how, you know, we were like a company of like two, and now we've got people that apply to us over hundreds, like people here and all that kind of stuff. So, and I was like, that's what I want to be. That's what I want to be doing. I just want to be in that position. And you see all these people, these successful people, and you just think, you know, like, when's my turn? I put a lot in. Why has it not worked as yet? Do you know? It's the pressure of like, when is this gonna kick off? When is this gonna happen? So I could provide for me and my family and do something that I enjoy. Yeah, working for yourself is I have had businesses, I've had a failed business before, and it was hard. And I worked a lot harder than that, and I gave that a lot more. I was working when I was in bed going to sleep. I was thinking about promotional stuff, but I still would pick that over working for a boss. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, let's see. Okay, let's go through. Anyway, cost of living is just mental now, and the main expenditure is the rent, which is an absolute killer in London. Yes, it is. Yeah, you're preaching to the choir. That is that and the car that I have is the main expenditures. And I know people say, get rid of your car, get rid of your car. Two things. One, I need it for the business that I do to get around. Two, I have a family, so we need a vehicle. Three, if I'm gonna do all this working and do all this stuff, I need to have something that I enjoy or like will help me. You know what I mean? I need to. It can't just be get rid of it and just pay bills and you'll be all right to survive another month. Like if you can't have a vehicle, like there's just no point. Like why am I working so hard? Do you know what I'm saying? So Liam Bream, hit the like. I keep forgetting to prompt people on that. Hit the like. That's why on my videos, yeah, I've got that animation with a little bell thing because I keep forgetting to say it until the end of the video. But yeah, man, hit the like, man. If you like what you're hearing, what you're watching, please hit the like, subscribe for the people that haven't subscribed. I do this pretty much every week. So yeah, man. And also if there's a topic that you want me to talk about that I think would resonate with people, like put it in the chat, put it in not the chat, put it in the comment section, and yeah, I probably will speak about it if it's relevant. Um, I wouldn't go on speed dating, just not my thing, really. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's not everyone's thing. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to. It's not for everyone. Eric says hardworking. The hardworking Brits are fed up and angry. It's beyond belief. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It's illegal invaders getting everything free. I don't even know, man. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. That's an interesting one. Like I don't know if they are getting everything free. I think they're coming in, but I think we're all kind of suffering. Maybe they made like homes and stuff, but I think we're all kind of suffering here, man. I just see people struggling. Like I was in church a couple Sundays ago. No, before I went away. Yeah, I was in church, and then I was sitting with this lady, and she was just saying me how we was like, there's a part when they say, pray for someone next to you. And so she was next to me, prayed for her. And she was saying how, she's just been made, well, either she's been made, she was being made redundant. She's being made redundant and she has a kid and she don't know what they're going to do. And I could see in her eyes, like, she was like, that was the reason she was in church that time. Like, she needed a Hail Mary or something. I remember praying for her. And then her husband, I saw last week, and I didn't know he's been out of work for a year. No, a year? No, a month. He's a contractor, been out of work for a month, struggling to get contracts. And I just see them, man. And it's just like, they're good people. And I just feel something in my heart. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, like I pray for you, man. Like it's scary. It's scary, the unknown of what's gonna happen. They got two kids as well, two little rugrats running around. It's like, what's gonna come to them? This is the pressures of keeping a family. I know no one forces people to have kids. I get that, but at the same time, sometimes you just have kids. It just happens. Um, both of me and my partner wanted to have a kid. I didn't. Thank God, like having a kid's been a blessing, and we're both so happy we have her. I don't imagine my life without my daughter now. Do you know what I mean? But being a parent ain't easy, man. Like being a parent, I have to shout out all the single parents, all the single mums and all that, the single dads, all that. That ain't easy, man. Especially when you don't have like your grandma to help out, like other people helping. Like pressures of being a parent, then you've got to worry about what the schooling system is telling people. Because sometimes the schooling people's making you go all this woke stuff. Oh yeah, a boy's a girl, a girl's a boy, blimmin'. Oh no, let's talk. Oh yeah, you're 3 or 4. Let's talk to you about sex. Like it's all this kind of stuff. Like you've got to try and prevent that. You've got you're trying to put money and food on the plate, roof over the head, so you're working. Then you've got to try and engage with your kid. You're knackered. There'll be times I'm working, stressful, hard as hell, but I always try and make time. I put the laptop down a lot of the times. I'll try and be with my kid after work. And then literally, I'll be some of the photos like I've been taken, be my daughter. I'm like, my eyes are like that. I'm literally playing with her, like nearly falling asleep. How many of us go through this, man? It ain't easy. Then I see the plights of these millennial. I am a millennial. The Gen Zers, where they've got like, it's kind of like, oh, thanks, we've got this world, and it's screwed. The job market sucks. Going out clubbing sucks. Like the clubbers used to be good. Now it's full of people posing, rude, attitude, just going there just to put their socials, put their Instagram reels of their pics on a night out, pretending they had fun. So that ain't good. Then all these crime and stuff you got to worry about. Do you know what I'm saying? It ain't easy for none of us. You can't even, before it was like, yeah, oh, you need to get yourself a house. You need to get yourself, that's gone. Do you know what I mean? You can't get a house by yourself. Unless you're with a partnership, you're done. How many people, you notice people moving in back with their parents and families and stuff? They can't afford it. Do you know what I mean? It's mad. Um, Hard to succeed in the creative design field. It's not like it's necessarily hard. Like, okay, so I've done a lot. Like, I've worked for like big brands, Sony, Microsoft, Disney, Warner Brothers, Independent, Evening Standard, Guardian, healthcare places that I've done stuff for the NHS. I've done stuff with GSK, Smirnoff. I've done loads of stuff. I've worked with. It ain't like it's, so I've done all that. It's not that it's hard. It's just like I don't know if I enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all good reading it off and stuff, and there was an ego side of me like I've not done all this, but now it's kind of like, yeah, mate, like I just want to be happy. Do you know what I mean? I just don't want to wake up and think my life sucks. Do you know what I mean? Like that whole, oh, I've done this, done that. That goes, man. That goes. That whole. I remember like the first time, working with these like Microsoft. It was in the. I did an animation that was on the Microsoft store on Regent Street, and everyone was there. It was great, and everyone was loving it. And I'm so proud. Now I see these things. I'm like, yeah, that's all right. I'll take a picture of it. Obviously, I don't even know if I'd share it anymore. Like, I want to share. I want to share that. Yeah, I've got my own thing. Like, I'm happy. Like, I wake up thinking, right, what are we going to do today? How are we going to achieve? What kind of clients I'm going to get? Oh, I've got meetings here. Oh, business is looking good, man. Oh, let's book a holiday. We can afford that. That's more to me. oh, look at my daughter, we're going to put her in this kind of, we're going to get horse riding. Well, I didn't think I'd ever, any of us would be doing horse riding. I've got the money for that. Oh, look, babe, I got you a house with got an island in the kitchen. The kitchen's bigger than our bloody house, our previous house. You know. Oh, my mum, yeah, look, man, I just dropped a grand on you, innit? I mean, take yourself to Mexico, man. Have a holiday, man. Hey, sisters, yeah, yeah, you like Japan, innit? Yeah, we're going to a trip to Japan. That's the wins. That's the wins I want. Oh, yeah, community, yeah, event. We got an event. All of us are going to be there. Like, these are the kind of wins I want. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, watching a Champions League final? No, I am not watching a Champions League final. If Arsenal ain't in it, I'm not interested as much. I'm not, unless it's the Euros or World Cup. Football is not the same for me. To be honest, after this season as well, I'm having a break from football. I'll check highlights, but I'm not going to watch the match. I just don't enjoy football. I don't think it's creative. It's lost its magic. Like a lot of things in this world, it's kind of lost its magic. It's lost its zhuzh, you know. Um, was you that dude in Lockstock? Was I the dude in Lockstock? I'm trying to remember the movie. So what? I think of the black guys in the movie. There was the one with the afro. He was the gangster. Who was the? I can't remember any others. So, but no, I was not the guy in Lockstock. I know that's a joke or actual question. As much as I try to reduce the costs, you do need to treat yourself time for time. Having a KFC bucket now and enjoy your KFC bucket, man. Why, like a lot, I get it. Maybe it's come from the best intentions. Oh, you need to give up this, you need to give up that, you need to give up. I'm like, yeah, you need to, for like, rational ways, you need to reduce your costs and stuff like this. But if you can't have any trinket or any sort of fun or happiness, all you're doing is living to pay bills and eat to survive. Like, if you can't go out or you can't have a takeaway, you can't. What's the point of you working hard, working with people you don't enjoy, going to a job you're not really that fussed, not really that happy about? Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, we're on this world, we're on this earth to experience life. Like, experience it, man. Enjoy your KFC and have no guilt. And then you've got the whole worries of pressures of putting on weight, which I'm done. I'm trying to go on a diet now. So you can't eat that. You want to enjoy this? Yeah, I like things with bread and stuff. I can't have that now. Like, I love a portion of chips. Can't eat that. I've got to be careful of the carbs. There's always pressure to do something. Lose weight, make money, be success, be a great parent. You know what I mean? There's always pressures of this. There's dieting pressures. Like every time I look at food, I've got to check out the calories. And this weekend, I've kind of just like, yeah, I'll start again next weekend. And because I haven't gone to the gym in a couple of weeks. I'm going to be going Monday. I'll start again. But you got the pressures of that. Do you know what I mean? As Whitfield, I went speed dating. A man sat opposite me with a blue mohawk and said, "Tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself." Hey, hey, man, listen. You know what? Like, I think from watching the speed dating things, and from like running it and stuff, I think it's always good just to be like come out with a question that's because you haven't got long because we set 5 minutes for our speed dating one event, speed dating chats. It's always good just to come out with something crazy, like tell me something crazy about yourself, and it usually gets the other person excited. So we have prompts for like questions you can ask. But yeah, yeah. Or like, what makes you no? What makes you tick? What makes you excited? What makes you, you know, three books you can't live without? Or like, if you could have someone for dinner, famous, who would it be? Or something like that. I find them more interesting ones. But hey, man, that the Blue Mohawk sounds interesting. I guess you didn't take it further, Alice. John Paul Harrington. The government keeps on racking up the debt, and the people are always left holding the bag. See, this is the thing, right? You know how the debt keeps going up and stuff like this, right? We keep having to pay it. This goes up, travel goes up, this goes up, food goes up, petrol goes up. Like, and it like, isn't it like, if we keep like, when does it stop? Well, when is it when it's like we've taken all we can from these humans, from these lowly humans? Like when is it like? Because it's all about making the rich richer, right? So when is it like, yeah, we've done enough now? Let's just, because they ain't got no more to give. When is it that? Is there no empathy? There's empathy, I guess, forget empathy, why have I mentioned? There's no empathy. There's no empathy. Empathy is even going from the people just in general. I'm driving. I went to Hungary and I was the only thing I was disappointed about, and Bosnia, is that people, when you cross the zebra crossings, they don't like say hi, or they say thank you. Over here, they're starting not to say thank you. It's just this entitlement. You hold the door open, they don't even say anything. I feel like it's letting it go and dropping it on their face. Do you know what I'm saying? I go on a tube. I'm always getting this where people don't sit next to me because I think they're scared that I'm going to rob them or something. Is this what's wrong with the world? Like, why is it like what? And then I've always got to feel I've got to look like I'm innocent on the tube so they can, and I'm not threatening. What's wrong with people, man? I don't know. J Star, well done for going to church and asking the Virgin Mary for support. I'm Christian. I'm not really too Christian. I'm more spiritual. I believe in a God. I'm not sure on the whole Jesus thing, but I definitely I believe is real, but I don't believe that all the. And if you believe it, that's good for you. For me, I don't know all the miracle things. I think they're more. It's more a story, more a way of living. But I'm definitely spiritual. There's definitely something up above. But I go there as well for the community aspect of it because people coming together. I kind of like that. I missed that from growing up. It was just a natural community. You just used to walk and see the kids playing football in it, and you'd play with them football. You go to the park with your the next door neighbor. You'd be borrowing sugar off the next door. Oh, you got any sugar? I remember my mum was borrowing fags off the neighbor downstairs. So like, Rosie, you got a packet? You got a spare cigarettes? Yeah, you go. That was just normal. Now people are scared to see their neighbors. Sometimes I must admit I'm sometimes like that myself, but but yeah, like the community aspect's gone. Hi Mrs. Anderson, hi Mrs. Jules, hello Mr. Herbert. That's how it used to run. That's what I come from. That's what I remember growing up in Northwest Kilburn. Doors were open. It was normal. Now everyone's scared. You know. I mean, even today, we got on the way to the park. It was me and my little one with a pushchair, and I see a dad, and he's got a bald head as well, so we've got a lot in common there with his kid. You walk into someone, I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to see, on daddy duty, I do this weird thing, like, I see someone, if I want to say something, I always kind of prepare what I'm going to say. I don't know if anyone does that. Maybe it's the quirkiness of me, the autism of me, I don't know. But I was going to say, on daddy duty today, is it like? And I went to do it, but he just had his head down, and he gave that kind of look where he just didn't want to talk. So oh, forget it then. He just gave the office vibe. It's all that, a lot of that. There's a lot of that fear, a lot of that just, I don't want to, maybe just don't want to be, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I'm experiencing a lot of that. When are you going to chat about P. Diddy? Or would you? Are you going to? Nah, I'm not going to chat about P. Diddy. That's already been done. I'm following it though. Don't you think it's interesting how they're not releasing that, like they did the Amber Heard case or things in like on that nature? They're not really it's not a following of that. Are they trying to keep certain things behind closed doors because of the people that he maybe that he can name? I don't know. I'm following it. It's disgusting stuff, man. It's disgusting. To be honest, both of them, him and Cassie, they're just not for me, innit? You dance with the devil's gonna knock. That's the thing. These people give their souls to the devil, and it's kind of like the Crossroads demon in Supernatural. They give their souls for whatever, the 40 shillings, whatever. Sooner or not, man, that time, open the door. Hey, it's me, Satan. You're right. Yeah, it's that time, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? And these people, I think they're just not aware that these things are gonna happen. Where you sell your soul. Do you know what I mean? And anyway, P. Diddy, he's into that devil stuff anyway. All that red is rare. It's just weird. He's a weird. I heard stories about him as well. He's a Luciferian. They do their dodgy stuff. Probably have sacrifices on there. I don't know, man. I don't. And then Cassie as well. She's not the innocent one that she claims. Obviously, I don't believe in domestic abuse and stuff like that. And yeah, that should not have been happening. I'm sure it happened a lot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's foul. And he's a foul person, P. Diddy. But she hung around all that time. They're going to red carpet. They're all a mess. It's all a mess. All these Holly weirdos. A lot of them just belong, for me, they belong in the bin. I'm really gone off a lot of these stars. I think it was better before because they didn't have social media, so you didn't really know about them. But then you think, all these weirdos, Tom Hanks, all these stories you hear about them. Even Denzel, you're like, ugh. What's wrong with you guys, man? I don't know. Um, yeah. Um, okay, John Paul Harrington, would you homeschool your child? I would if we had the time, if we had the thing set up. Yeah, I would. I would homeschool. The only thing I want my kid to be around other kids for the social element, but I just don't believe in the schooling system. It's an indoctrination. It's literally now. It feels like that you get them back. You trying to, from what I see from the kids that I do know, the parents and stuff. You literally have to get all that crap that they've learned out of them. Because learning some weird. I remember my sisters coming back. They were learning some stuff. I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, it's an indoctrination thing, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, let's see. Eric says people are ending it in big numbers. It's beyond hope. Yeah, yeah, yeah. People are, man. It's been out. I've noticed that it went up obviously when the COVID times, and now it's just getting worse. There's a hopelessness on there. And listen, man, it's not. I think it's like a round of applause to the people that are still here because I think it's easy for people to think it's end check out early. My friend did that. He had enough. So I raise a hand to the people that's still here because this life ain't easy, man. You have to deal with a lot. I do feel that things will get better because I do think it's going to get worse, and then there's going to be a thing where it just has to reverse. It has to. It has to. It's like it has to be the end of this cycle, and then a new cycle begins. And maybe it's the birthing pains that we're experiencing, but it's just very hard. Like I didn't, as a kid, I didn't like this wasn't the life I thought in regards to just you're kind of living your life away for work and things like this. I didn't think it would be like this, but at the same time, you just got to try, man. You just got to try and do the best you can, and just try and have an optimistic head on your shoulders. But I'm not one of these guys say, yeah, everything's gonna be all right, and that's it. I know things ain't gonna be all right for some people. You know what I mean? At this point, I'm not the guy that tells you like, oh, it's gonna be cool. Like, I don't know what's gonna be like. It's looking bleak for some people. All I would say is just hang in there, man. Hang in there. Do you know what I'm saying? Because these people ending it, a lot you don't like. Maybe things would have turned around before they ended it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe things would have gotten better. Do you know what I'm saying? So you just don't know. You just got to hang in there and just have a strong willpower. And have the right people around you. That definitely helps. Um, Zorro, your channel gives me relief. You're the only person that speaks up about stuff properly. Thank you, sir. That's really a very humbling comment, man. Thank you so much. I just speak from the heart because I'm not really like you know you know like I'm really, I don't know, like I don't know, man. I just try and say what I can say. I really try and just be honest and just be as real as I can be. And it's sometimes a lot of these people say stuff, and I don't know if they really mean it or they're being truthful. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of these people are they lie. I think there's a lot of people out there that give fake impressions of themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. I'm just being who I am, and hopefully, people get something from that. You know what I mean? Um, but thanks for that comment. Okay, Darren Taylor says the best thing I ever did for my business was to create YouTube content. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do professionally, share your work and journey. It opens huge doors. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's great advice. And I do want to talk about more of the autistic things side of things. I really want to share that. I really do because I do feel that there's a lot of people there that can maybe, hopefully, use like not just what I talk about, but maybe I don't know, they may be interested in some of the programs that I'm doing, or they might just have things to share themselves in their own autistic story. So I do want to do a live stream talking about it more, and maybe everyone can take something from that. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, man. So for yeah, but yes, hit the subscribe and likes, people. Yes, definitely do, definitely do. Um, KFC and McDonald's. Well, as a non-meat eater, it's very hard, but I do feel that KFC was always my favorite growing up. Growing up, we used to the childhood times. We used to love having a bucket of KFC, man. Oh man, that was great. The bucket of KFC, 9.99. That was a proper bucket back in the day. We used to. That was a childhood memory, man. A sweet one. We used to have a bucket of KFC, on a Friday. Usually on a Friday. That's when the money came in. So it'd be the end of it'd be payday that time for my mum, and then we'd get a nice bucket of KFC. I think they stacked it a bit more than what I see now. And then they have the coleslaw. I was weird. I used to do a weird thing because the wet wipes they used to give you is like a lemony thing. I used to open that and suck on the wet wipe, man. I was a weirdo. Like the lemony thing. Like if I was hungry, I'd be so hungry. I still want to eat something. I'd be sucking on that. Weirdo, I know. Yeah. Okay. Uh. Okay. So let's see. I've watched. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. So yeah. Great point. I just launched my business website. Okay, that's good, man. Hopefully that goes well, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I think we all got to try. We all got to try, and I know things are hard, and sometimes you hear a lot of people that have businesses and they fail them, and they try again and again and again. You know, I think, I think you just got to keep trying, man. I do think that we're all due our victories, but I think we need to be persistent with that. If we're not persistent, we don't win the victories. Do you know what I'm saying? So I do think we need to be very persistent with that and just keep trying. But yeah, if we've got something to share, we've got a business, you know, get it out there, man. That's the thing. Yeah, that definitely helped with my business when I had a website. Just putting it up there, that kind of took me to another level. A lot of it is promotion, letting people know, because when you put it up there, only the people around you maybe know, but then the whole world doesn't know. So it's all about how do you get this vocalized. Um, yeah, anyway. Those wet wipes got smaller and smaller. I haven't had a bucket of KFC in over a decade, so I don't know. I don't know, man. Um, I caught serious food poisoning from KFC a few years ago. It took out four of us. I caught food poisoning from ham panini. It ain't nice, is it? Gosh, I hope you guys are all right in the end. Like, ugh, I hope it wasn't too gruesome for you. I hope it's one of them ones where you didn't have to go to the hospital. You could just settle that in the bathroom. I hope it was like one of those ones. Lady of the Manor, thank you for being so humble and honest. Random thought. Have you noticed the rubbish being thrown everywhere nowadays? Feels it's a reflection of society. So if I sound doom and gloom, no, I think I've done a video. I did a short about that. People throwing rubbish around, loitering, and just like just fly tipping. You see random bloody sofas. Like if you go to Harlesden, you ever drive past Harlesden? Not even Harlesden, just Neasden, Willesden, that kind of size. And you go past these houses, the dual carriageway where IKEA is. You ever go through there? And you see the houses, and like they got bloody rubbish on the floors. They got like bins. They got tables, all sorts of stuff. It's great. Like it's just like people just don't care. You go out and you see people just wearing like slippers in the Waitrose, and there's just the pajama bottoms, or in shopping centres. It's like I think it's all a symbolism of just a lack of care and a lack of I don't know, not pride themselves, but just a lack of just it's a society just crumbling. It's a lack of care. It's a lack of taking care of yourself and your appearance, and just it's just like I don't know, a degradation. And you notice it. We was going through some of the buildings, like for one of my work, we're just doing a recce, which is like you go around before filming, you just have to go around a certain area, just check it out. I was looking at some of these buildings, and one guy I was with, he said, "Oh yeah, that building looks nice, new, isn't it?" And I looked at it, and I'm like, "Ugh, it looks horrible, and it's new. It looked ugly. It looked like a monstrosity." And you notice all these cars, these modern cars and stuff, like they look awful. They're not like the old school ones. It's just like you're seeing people now. It's fashionable to wear a shower cap out in public. When did that happen? Why is that a thing? You know, I don't know, man. Um, it's crazy, crazy. Good evening to you, man. Good evening to you. Thanks for being here. And yeah, thank you very much for the. I did shave my head. We're going to be wrapping up soon, man. We're going to be wrapping up soon. But let me just go through a couple more comments. I hope you got something useful from this stream today. Maystone 1990s, Marcy D, two workers arrested off a court, knocking one out into a food. Oh, yeah, yeah. I've heard about that, and not that one per se, but I knew one in McDonald's in Harlesden, and I used to date this girl that worked in a pizza place, and she told me one of the guys did it to one of the pizzas, which put me off pizza deliveries for the longest. Um, People are just so weird, aren't they? Like, I'll even do that to my enemy. Like, how could you think about that? Like, how would you like get yourself aroused to do that? Like, how do you? Anyway, let's not get into that. Do you think AI could take over your job? Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time. Um, that's I don't want to get into that. That's a big topic in itself, man. Okay, but yeah, man, we're gonna end it there. Amen. I think that's a nice way to end it, saying amen. Bless you. Thanks to all the people coming, sorry, on this live stream. Um, Leave a like on the way out as well. Leave a like if you just got here. If you're gonna watch it afterwards, leave a like there. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for everyone that's come today. Hey man, I think most of us, or hopefully a lot of us, got paid. It's pay day, pay weekend, or whatever. So hopefully you don't splash it. You don't splash it all at once. But it's crazy when you get paid, innit? End of the month, you get paid, and all the direct debits come out, and it's just like, wow, you're already waiting. Like, when's the next payday? How many weeks? Is it 4 or 5? It's madness, isn't it? Um, but yo, man, lovely to see you all. Well, not to see you all, but for you to engage. And yeah, man, I'm going to see you in the next one. Obviously, the videos will be coming out on Monday and Wednesday, so look out for them. And then a live stream on a Saturday. Try to keep it regular like that. But yeah, people. Oh, if you have any comments or any interest on video topics that you'd like me to cover, and if I think I could cover them, man, put it in. Even if you don't think I can cover it, just put it in a comment section on these videos. And if I look at, I look for the comments. If I think I can definitely share my 2 pence on it. I will definitely do so. I can promise you that. For the people, man, love, man. Thanks for having you there. And yeah, man, take it easy, people. I'm gone.